A person who has bitachon in Hashem is greater than the one who's the alchemist who could just print money. Basically, you could make metal into gold. One who trusts in Hashem, his bitachon will become known, and people will respect him, and people will see him and great in their eyes. People will honor him, they'll be proud to know him, to be associated with him. And he will bring protection for his city and prevent from tragedies happening where he lives. Like the pasuk says, Tzadik Yisod Olam. Like it says in the pasuk that Tzadik is the foundation of the world. So you see that the one who has bitachon, he brings on himself a tremendous blessing, that he protects the people around him. Now, interestingly, on the note over here, they say that bitachon and fear of Hashem are connected. That a person has trust in Hashem, he also will have a lot of fear of Hashem. So it'll help him be a bigger tzaddik. And we know that a person who has more fear of Hashem, it also is connected to his bitachon, the other way around also. There's a famous story about the Baal Shem Tov, when he was young, his father passed away, very, very young also. So therefore, he told his son to come when he was on his deathbed. Before he passed away, the Baal Shem Tov's father said, I want to tell you something. He said, you have to promise me you're going to remember this all your life. He says, yeah, of course, my father, tell me. He says, you're going to promise me all your life, you're only going to fear one person. You're only going to fear HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're not going to be scared of anybody else. And there's a story of that he went afterwards. They say the story with demons. Sometimes they say the story with lions. We're going to say the story with the lions. That he went in an open place in a wilderness, and there was lions. And someone said, "How are you not scared of the lions?" He says, "I wasn't scared of the lions because at the end of the day, Hashem sent them, and Hashem is the one who is in charge of them. Who gave the power to them? Who gave power to the demons? Who gave power to everything in the world? HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So at the end of the day, Karochi, who should I be fear of? I should only be afraid of Hashem. Hashem is the one in charge of everything. So therefore, if He says, it will happen. If He says it won't happen, it won't happen. So you only should be fearful of Hashem. That's why Yirat Shamayim, fear of Hashem, is also connected to the Bitachon. He says the fourth spiritual benefit in general, Bitachon, is Botech Ba'Hashem. Someone if he has Bitachon in Hashem, Im Hu Bal Mamon, if he's wealthy, Maher Lemotzi, Chovot Elokim, Chovot Bnei Adam Mamono. He will right away spend his money for the good obligations towards Hashem and his obligations towards other people. Benefesh hafesa veruach nediva. He will give it eagerly and generously. He will not say, "Oh, Apet's charity campaign. What do you need my money again? Let him go rabota these rabbis. Well, I need my money all the time. Leave me alone." No, but a person has bitachon in Hashem. He says, "No, Hashem gave me money to give to others. Hashem says, if you do a mitzvah, I will give you more money to do a mitzvah. So therefore I should go and give of course, Rabbi, take my money. I want you to have my money. He gives me bracha. What do I come to this world for if not to do mitzvot? So therefore he's going to give it with love and with joy, and he's going to do it right away. He's not going to have to be pulling teeth and pulling nails to make him give tzedaka. And even if you're not a Baal Mamon, even if you're not wealthy, he will realize that having a lot of money, a lot of times, will also bring him closer to Hashem. It will be also good for him. Why? It will be a favor from Hashem. He's having limited funds. What's going to happen? He's going to be freed from all the obligations that a person who's wealthy has to take care of. It's a big headache to be wealthy. If you're if you have more property, you have more worries. So besides for your regular job and your regular property handling, you have to take a lot of stress onto your account. But on top of that, you have to get judged a lot. If you have a lot of money, Hashem is constantly judging you. Are you using your money for the right things? How come you were able to buy this AP, but you weren't able to give the right amount of tzedakah? Why you give to these persons, you threw a party $1 million, but you're not willing to give the same for tzedakah? There's other people who are needy in the community. How come you go spend on yourself, you can't spend on others? So you get judged. So the person who doesn't have the money, he doesn't have this test, and he's not going to get judged like that. So therefore he's saved from a lot of judgment. So therefore your person who has bitachon in Hashem, he will realize that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saving him from a big test. And he says that they used to say about a very Hasid person, the story, he would always say, Hashem save me from the scattering of my soul. And they asked him, what does this mean? He said to him, what is this prayer you say to Hashem all the time? Save me from the scattering of the soul. Amar, he said, he He says that I would have money invested in every major port of the river, and every major neighborhood, in every city. So my mind would be constantly, everywhere else. I can't even focus. He's sitting with his kids in the park. He's not even there. They say, Abba, Abba. He's like spacing out. He's thinking about something else. So he says, Hashem, save me from the scattering of my soul. When a person invests a little bit of his money everywhere, he's going to have to put a little bit of his neshama everywhere. His neshama is all over the place. So therefore, a person who has to pray that Hashem, don't let these thoughts and don't let these tremendous amount of handling all these properties get to my mind and make me confused. So therefore, who is happy? He's happy with what he has, whether it be a lot, whether it be a little. He has to be happy that Kadosh Baruch Hu, whatever he gave him, he is going to do either. He had a lot of money, he's going to give tzedakah, but if he doesn't have so much money, he's going to be also happy with the Kadosh Baruch Hu with this, that he saved them from that task. Baruch Hu.